Hey everybody, I'm back. I don't know, chatting. That's what I do. Um, just finished lunch. I did the chicken pesto MRE, and oh my god, was it good! Very filling. Actually, I almost put myself in a food coma. So yeah, if I seem a little tired, that'd be why. Um, check and see how the old weather's doing. Because I'm not. I thought I felt the sprinkle earlier. I didn't. I think it was just pine sap falling. Oh, look, a mosquito. Yay. Um, yeah, there's rain down in Nebraska, and that's about it. There's nothing remotely close to here, so that thing better get cruising, or we're not going to be seeing any kind of rain, which is going to suck. Um, yeah. So yeah, that was a really good lunch. Made them uh, this chocolate protein drink thing that came with it. Kind of reminded me of Slim Fast, but sweeter. That was really good. Um, I brought some pine cones and some small uh, pine branches in underneath my tarp just in case it does rain. So I can still start a fire in the morning. We'll see how it goes. Excuse me. Looks like I got some pine sap on me. That's one thing I hate about pine forest is there's pine sap. It's really beautiful out here. It's fairly quiet. I don't know how far away I am from the road. Maybe a half mile or so. It could be less. But you hear birds singing, my airplane, trumpeter swans, mosquitoes buzzing. It's just a dead calm. There's no breeze. Sun isn't shining, but yeah, it is what it is. And the ground is just covered in these little pine tree saplings that are no more than a foot tall. Some of them are a little bit bigger, but yeah, it is beautiful back here. There's about 2-3 inches of pine needles on the ground from over the years, and so the ground's nice and soft. Yeah, it's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Blue jay, or as some people call narc of the woods. So yeah, it's uh it's a fun day. But yeah, um, I really enjoy doing these. Yeah, I hear mosquito. These live chats with you guys. I really do. Um, Gives me feedback. I can bounce ideas off you guys, and you can tell me if it's something you'd like to see or not. Um, so yeah, this is fun. It's a lot funner when you guys are here, though. Just saying. But yeah, I imagine it is Friday, so I'm sure people that are able to work are working right now and everything else. So I don't know. I'll hang out here and ramble to myself for a little bit longer, and then if I don't hear anybody, I think we'll end up cutting this one short and maybe taking a nap. I am tired. I didn't sleep very well last night. I was up real late, and the dogs woke me up a couple of times, and just tired. Excuse me. Sorry. I apologize. Hopefully, I didn't make you yawn. Um, But yeah, I'm excited about this tarp setup. I really hope it does rain because I brought my little green chill gorilla tarp, which is seen better days. I brought that because I wanted to. I was going to use as a ground mat because I was going to set this tarp up completely different than I. I'll be honest with you, I accidentally, or when I was setting it up, I went, so I kind of accidentally stumbled across the way I set it up, and I made it so I can take that other tarp and close the front of this off, so it'll have a little space there, and this will be a big space over there, but I will have all kinds of uh, cover if it does start raining. So in theory, I should not get wet. That little green chill gorilla tarp, that thing's getting replaced. That's going to go back into the mega shelter when I rebuild it. Excuse me. Anyways, and then I want to get another big tarp, like I said earlier in my other chat. Um, that one will be uh, same size as this big one, but I'm gonna hopefully find a camo color or like an olive drab, something that doesn't stick out as much as this one. This one's bright blue, and as you can see, there, as you can see, so it kind of sticks out. But yeah, so um, I don't know. This is beautiful out here. I wish I had more to do, but I don't right now. So that's why I'm contemplating taking a nap. I mean, I can't go fishing here because there's no fish nearby, and there's no river to go play in or anything. I can walk around the pine forest, watch every square foot of this looks like the same square foot of this. Um, so yeah, I think it's just going to be kind of a relaxing trip, a relaxing day, and a relaxing night. Nothing too terribly exciting other than the MREs and some BSing around the fire. I brought a little bit of fire water to drink um, tonight, and I'll probably do a live chat and BS with you guys around the fire. I kind of wish I would have brought my camp chair. Um, I looked at it and went, nah, next time. I actually want to get a new one of those. I want to get one that's a little bit bigger and that has bigger pads on the feet, or one of those deals I can get for the feet, because that's the biggest problem with that thing is it sinks into the ground so easy. I actually lost one of the foot pegs for it. I'm gonna have to try to 3D print a new one or something. Um, but yeah, it's a real beautiful day in the woods. Um, yeah, so I'm excited about this trip and the future of this channel and everything. So yeah. Ooh, excuse me. I know regular campgrounds and stuff open up here pretty soon, but I don't really want to be going out and doing videos in campgrounds. I think that'd be kind of boring for you guys. But I'll definitely be doing more in state land around here. Um, go up north and oh, hello, somebody's here. Hi. Um, go a little north of here, like I said, an hour, and do some videos out there where the river is and everything. I think that'd be a blast. Um, yeah, so I don't know. Good times are to be had, and I'm glad that I can bring you guys along. Fresh, purified drinking water. Hello, VWOW. VWOW, however you say that. How was your day? Or night, depending on where you live. But yeah, I don't know. I love it out here. I kind of wish I'd have done this sooner. Oh well, live and learn, right? So yeah, I don't know. There's a couple of tricks I could do with some of this pine pitch. but there's not a whole lot leaking out of the trees, and I don't want to damage any of them, obviously. That's going pretty good. Just got done eating lunch out here, and I'm contemplating maybe taking a nap. I haven't decided, but yeah. So I don't know. Lots and lots of potential. I can't wait till fall and winter gets here, but I want to enjoy the summer too. Definitely want to go to somewhere where I can go swimming. I seen a moth fly by. Hey Stephanie, how's it going? I'm just chilling out here in my tel- bleh, tarp shelter that I set up really cool on accident. Um, just finished lunch, so I'm a little bit tired. I couldn't even eat that whole MRE. There was so much food in that one. I ate everything except for the cookie. It's going great. Bugs are a little annoying, but yeah, the mosquitoes must have finally hatched or something. They just started coming around. I wonder how those things live year round. You know, you think they die every winter. They must, I don't know, lay eggs and it takes forever. It's supposed to be hot here, but I don't know if it's because I'm in the shade or what. But it's almost 1 o'clock here. It's 64. It was supposed to be like 72 today, but you know, it's beautiful. There's a real slight breeze. Um, these annoying little bugs. Oh, you live down in Texas? Yeah, I imagine it's probably nice and toasty down there. Hey, Jeremy, what's going on? Glad you can make it. I'm just sitting out here in my awesome tarp shelter I built. You'll have to watch the video to see more than this. I think tonight I'm gonna get a little fire going and just kind of sit around and BS with you guys a little bit more. I imagine people are at work or busy or whatever, but yeah, I definitely want to chat. I meant to bring a. I was gonna bring like a craft beer or IPA or whatever you want to call them out here, and I completely spaced it out. But the good news is I do have some gin. Um, I think it's gin, not gin. Rum. There we go. I have some white rum. So I think I will definitely have a couple of sips of that and chat with you guys again tonight. But yeah, that MRE was nice. And yeah, I was yeah, Texas. I was referring to VWOW. But Stephanie, you're up in like Canada somewhere, right? British Columbia or something like that. Somewhere where I'm assuming they speak French. Nice. Actually, enjoy my white rum and a 7 Up. Very good, but I don't have any 7 Up. I have water. That's all I brought with. Rum and water. Almost like a pirate. Excuse me. So yeah, I don't know. I am super stoked the way I'm taking this channel. Um, yeah, Quebec. That's right. Yeah, my dad's side of the family is actually from Canada. Um, I'm like second generation immigrant to the U.S. But I don't know if that's even a thing. So um, yeah, and I've got family. I met them at a family reunion years and years ago. I don't remember any of them. Sounds like a helicopter. But I have an uncle. Well, I guess technically an aunt. French is a very beautiful language. Um, But yeah, I have an aunt and uncle that live near, oh, knife knife something or other. I don't remember if it's in Ontario or Quebec. I don't recall. It's definitely a helicopter. Hide. Probably a military helicopter. These things are loud. Okay, they're gone. They didn't see me. But yeah, I can't remember where they live. Now it's gonna bug me. I have to look. Maps. They live on that side of Canada. Um, yeah, they live in either Manitoba or Ontario. I don't really recall. It's one of the two, or maybe Saskatchewan. Alberta. Sorry, I was completely wrong. They live in Alberta, Canada. So yeah, my family's actually from Quebec on my dad's side, from that Providence or however they call that up there in Canada. Um, so yeah, yeah, exactly. Here in about another 2 weeks, that's what they're gonna sound like. It's one thing that scares me about coming out in the uh, state forest. Mosquitoes surprisingly weren't that bad out in the pasture. Granted, I mean there was a lot of swamp out there. I think it's just because there are so few people and stuff like that. Whereas state land, there's more people. The original road that I had wanted to take, and I was going to drive up and camp, but they had the gate closed for some stupid reason. Um, I I seen a lot of footprints going into there, so I'm assuming the gate must have been closed for a while. But I found another road, and I drove until it kind of came to a marsh area. Then I turned around and drove back about an eighth of a mile. I have no idea how many kilometers that would be, but and I decided to camp right here. So, back in Michigan, that's one thing I do miss about that state is there was so much state land and so many rivers and creeks and brooks and lakes and everything. Um, if I ever make it huge on this thing and to where I can afford it, I think I might end up buying some land in Michigan and end up moving back if I ever retire from my real job. But yeah, fun times. Just because there's so many more opportunities. I mean, I suppose I could go up north here and in Minnesota and buy a bunch of land. Not a bunch of land. I mean, like 20 acres or 50 acres, something like that. Then I'd be up there and I could do videos on my own land and build permanent shelters and leave them up and not have to worry about cows eating them. And that I'd be closer to the boundary waters and all the state land up there. Oh, dreams, aren't they great? Oops, up the water. So yeah, other than my iPad, which is what I'm using to stream and chat with you guys, um, don't really have any new camping gear. I want to get a couple new tarps, which I'll probably be doing in I don't know next couple of weeks. Blue Jays, I hate Blue Jays. Narcs of the woods. I'm telling you. But yeah, I haven't really got any new gear. Um, just using the same stuff really, and I don't really need anything else right now. Oh, I bought a new water filter for my water, my hanging water filter or whatever you want to call it. But I brought the water filter, but not the bag because I completely spaced it out because I am forgetful. Yes. Um, but there's not really any water out here anyways where I'm at. There is spots where there is water, but I have to get a new hiking bag, a bigger one, because my old mountain, is it mountaintop? That one's seen better days. It's getting pretty rough, so I really don't want to use it anymore. I just kind of keep it for storage, I guess. So, um, yeah, that's gross, a spider. Um, yeah, that's pretty much done for. So I got to get a new hiking bag, which I'll pick one out here and get it in the next couple of weeks, and then I can come and I can park somewhere and just hike and carry all my gear out to where I actually want to be camping right now. Maybe find some fallen trees and whatnot that I can actually do some building with. That's the problem with this. This isn't a old growth forest, so to speak. They came and they harvested all the wood and then they plowed it all over and they planted pine trees and stuff like that. But back further in, probably about a mile and a half, there's old growth forest in there by the looks of it. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm a little bit stuffy. I speak terrible English. Um, but anyways, so I'd like to go back there and camp. So I'd have to hike in. So I'll be getting a new bag here in the next week or two or three. I don't know. I might even look at them later on today and get one coming because God knows when it'll show up because of lovely Amazon and their super fast shipping. Yeah, I don't get that. I can get stuff super fast from eBay, but Amazon, where I pay for the membership, it shows up when it wants to. I don't understand that. But so yeah, I got I'm doing the Asian beef strips with vegetables for supper tonight. Um, hey, good evening. Um, that'll be for dinner, and then I'll probably do another live chat after that and BS with you guys for a little bit before I go to bed. I'm hoping it rains. I'm really really hoping that it comes down good. I would love to be out here during a thunderstorm and just listen to that thunder rumble and stuff. Oh my god, I love that. That stuff is it puts me to sleep. But so I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping it does. I mean, I don't want to be out here during a tornado. That would be terrible. Ah, mosquito, get out of here. Bugs. They bug me. Good news is about this pine forest is there probably isn't any ticks out here. I mean, don't get me wrong, there could be, but there probably isn't. I've pulled a few ticks off me already this year. Yes, Sunday I'm gonna start building the new mega shelter. It will be in my backyard, so I don't want people to freak out. Oh, I can hear chickens and cows. You're faking it, or not chickens, cows, chickens and cars. You probably hear the cows too. Um, but yeah, that's the only feasible thing to do. Um, is to build it in my backyard. So it'll be right there. So yes, you'll hear cars, you'll hear cows, you'll hear airplanes and helicopters and chickens. You'll hear all that stuff. But I don't know. That's how I'm doing it. So yep, got the spot picked out. Um, I will be starting that project Sunday. If I can get it completed at a reasonable time Sunday, because I'm off work until Tuesday. Um, I'm going to do an overnight in it just for old time's sakes. but I'm gonna build it a little bit different than the last one. I've got this really cool spot that I'm contemplating putting the wood stove, but I might put it by, because there's a big mound of sand where they pushed all the trees up and stuff when they're clearing the field. So I'm half tempted to put the wood stove there, and that little part where I was going to put the wood stove, I might end up turning that into like storage. Maybe keep firewood in there or something like that. Because I probably will. Anyways, piece of chicken in my tooth. So, anyhow, what was I talking about? So I might keep that for wood storage, which I will have a supply of wood in there, for, heating and cooking and all that stuff. But if I put the wood stove by the that mound of dirt, it'll help reflect that heat off that dirt and keep it into the shelter. That's similar to a fire reflector. Jeez, wow. Tell I'm a little bit tired. So I don't know. I've got a million ideas. Yes, yes. I can't wait till that's 1.73 million. Um, but yeah, channel is really taking off, and a lot of it's to do with that mega shelter video. Um, but yeah, so I'm stoked about the growth of the channel, and I love chatting with you guys and hearing your input and stuff like that. I love reading the trolls comments on my videos because they like looking at my butt and stuff like that. But it's fun. I love these live chats with you guys. So yeah, but yeah, mega shelter. What kind of summary? Like how the land looks, or how this dumb virus is being treated, or how the people are? Which summary would you like? Um, it's beautiful here. It's beautiful here. Yeah, it's beautiful. No, it's really cool here. I love the U.S. Granted, the only other country I've been to is Canada, but yeah, it's beautiful. You can just go out in the woods and do whatever you want. Right here, mosquito. We have mosquitoes. Um, the people are fairly nice. You get some rude people. Eh, yeah, I'm terrible at editing. Some of them are edited. Um, I do cut bits and pieces out. When I first started this channel, I absolutely cut nothing out, and I broke the videos into um, a bunch of videos. Um, you know, uh, yeah, and so eventually I started kind of filming what I thought you guys would like to see. And sometimes it runs on. I got my ass kicked trying to put that cot together. That's why I left it together. I did not take that thing apart. I'm going to build a shelter around it. um and looking back, yeah, I could have sped up the footage. I could have edited, like, hey, look, I'm fighting with this thing, and boom, it's done. I could have done that, but you know part of it is but anyways, It is. Oh no, it was in the description. I took it down, didn't I? Um, Shoot me an email, Stephanie, and I will share the link with you. My email's in the community thing. I put it in there, but it's RyanOutdoors18 at gmail.com. So it's, yeah, like I said, it's Ryan Outdoors, the number 18, then at Gmail. Um, Say I don't mind giving it out because one, it's just for the show and I can mark everything as spam if I wanted to. So if people try to spam me with questions about gold and stuff like that, I can block them out. And if people join the Facebook, I can block them out. So anyhow, where was I? I was talking about something, and I got distracted. Raymond, simmer down. Um, sometimes yes, I do go fishing. I have not yet this year. I bought a fishing license. That was my plan, where I originally planned to camp today until I realized it was federal land that you cannot camp on because it butts right up to the state land. Um, so it, yeah, so I'm not allowed to camp there, um, which sucked because it was right on the river that has northerns and walleye and bluegill and perch and every species of fish in there, but you're not allowed to camp. So, um, I need to find a place, and like I said, the state campgrounds and stuff start opening up the 31st. So June 1st they open up. Yes, you need a license here to fish. It's a way for the government to make money to help stock the pond or stock the lakes and stuff like that and other things. So I there's a campground I want to look into, which I'm going to probably do after I get done with this live chat and see if I can make reservations yet because you have to register to go camping there. You canoe or kayak in, and then uh, you can fish right on the lake. What I'm hoping to do is make it there and do bug. Um, Anyways, so I will end up hopefully getting a campsite there if it's not already booked up. I've got to look into that. Excuse me. And then I will hopefully do a video there. It'll probably just be like an overnight. I'll get up early in the morning or leave right after work kind of thing. Head up there, spend the whole day fishing. Hopefully catch something. Do a catch and cook video. It is hopefully going to be an epic video. But it'll be probably a couple weeks down the road because we're still what, a week and a half before they do that stuff. Fishing's open year round. It's just different species. Excuse me. Um, and size limits and all that stuff. Yeah, hammock video is fun. I did bring my hammock with me, but I decided to just do a tarp video. Um, I plan on purchasing a really cool hammock here in the near future. Um, it's a Clark Vertec, I think is how you pronounce it. Um, it's all season. I'm pretty sure they're waterproof, but I would still hang a tarp over it anyways. And they're supposed to be the like Cadillac of camping hammocks. I'll definitely be getting that because I want to do a couple of summertime and fall time hammock trips. Definitely want to do some winter hammock trips. I'm also planning on getting a real hot tent before wintertime gets here. I'll be purchasing another wood stove for it, maybe a little bit different than the one I have in the mega shelter, or had, I should say. Um, that will be something I'll be getting before wintertime gets here. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, you know, so the reason I can joke with myself is because I'll be honest with you. Um, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I'm a little bit chubby, and I've been this way for a long time. And I was picked on and bullied in school and stuff like that. But um, so I, I guess it's kind of a defense mechanism to make jokes about it. And then the older I got, I quit giving two S's about it. And so yeah, I do joke around quite a bit. So hopefully that answers your question, Raymond. I'm not sure unless I just missed it. I may have missed it. But so when I do these live chats, it pops up real quick and there's a message. So if it's a longer message, it takes me a minute to try to read it and then it disappears. So I've got to keep doing this to bring the questions back up. So if the hammock talk was not what you were referring to, Raymond, ask your question again because like I said, if I may have missed it. This chat thing just, I don't know. I wish the chats would just kind of stay up in like a little bubble so I could have longer to read them. Um, no, I would be considered an amateur fisherman. I mean, I fished my whole life. I grew up in northern Michigan. We did fishing, camping, all kinds of stuff. Um, but yeah, so it's I'm not a professional. Like I'm not out doing bass tournaments or anything. I actually think bass tastes terrible unless you wrap it up in bacon and cook it on a grill with a little bit of barbecue sauce and a toothpick shoved through it. That's tasty. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I used to be a lot more into fishing. I'm not very into fishing anymore. Um, just yeah, not really my cup of tea. But yeah, the U.S. Where are you from? Um, anyways, this it's I don't know. I think it's how this iPad picks things up because I have a very loud, deep voice, and I'm not yelling, but I'm talking fairly loud. So I don't know if it's just this iPad sucks at picking up conversations or what it is. I usually use my phone, and it seems to work a lot better. So I do apologize if you guys are having a hard time hearing me. DB earlier said that the volume was terrible, but when I played it back on my phone, um, I could hear myself just fine. So maybe why well it is um, live streaming. It's quiet, but when you play it back later, it seems to be louder. So yeah, He's probably sleeping, I suppose. Yeah, I don't have a microphone. I guess um, I don't know, never needed one. I guess. Um, my phone has several microphones and picks up the volume really well. My other camera, I can get a microphone thing for it, but the way it's set up is um, I can't use the wireless module thing when I have that. So yeah, I don't know. I could possibly get a microphone, but I seriously think it's the live streaming through the iPad is why it's like that. Because, like I said, the one I did earlier, a couple of people mentioned that I seemed real quiet, and then when I went back after the live stream and I watched it on my phone, I was talking really loud. So I think it's something to do with YouTube and the live stream is why it seems quiet. Yeah, I don't think that's the issue. Is anybody else having a hard time hearing me? Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the live stream is the issue. Once it films or produces or whatever you want to call it, um, it seems a lot louder. Yeah. I don't know. Can you turn your volume up any? Excuse me. So yeah, yeah. I'm really looking forward to the future. It's definitely getting a little bit cloudier out. I'm really hoping it rains or thunders would be nice. As long as I don't get struck by lightning, that'd be terrible. But yeah, yeah. It could just be the way streaming is going through people. I don't know because I don't know if it's honestly counting them all, but I've had I think 200 at one time. Yeah, the I must be fairly close to a cell phone tower because I've got data speeds of 100 megabits per second. Um, where I'm at, and the upload speeds around 15 or 20. Upload speeds what really helps with these live chats because I'm uploading the information. So yeah, I must be fairly close or in a really good area where I'm at. But yeah, it's awesome. Um, Sorry, I hear guns shooting. People must be target practicing or something. So yeah, it is a beautiful day. Birds are just a singing. That is way too hot. It is. I think the last time I checked, it was 65 degrees here. Um, it's the thing that's terrible here is the humidity. The humidity gets way out of control. Sorry, put my hat back on. Um, yeah, the humidity sucks here, but it's not bad today. It actually feels cooler than 65 in my opinion. Should be an interesting night because I just have the two excuse me, the two things, wool blankets. There we go. Holy cow. Yeah. So, um, Dub, you've done the chicken pesto MRE before, right? I'm asleep. Dude, that was a very good MRE. Holy cow. I couldn't even finish the whole thing. I saved the cookie and I forced down the cobbler. Um, but yeah, it was very good. I'm not in a tent. I'm actually here. I'll show you real quick. Hold on, let me adjust the camera and shake the piss out of you guys. There, I'm under a tarp. I just took and I folded my tarp and so that's what I'm under. It's called a tarp shelter. Um, Basically, it would just keep the rain off me. If it were wintertime, absolutely no insulation. It wouldn't hold any of my body heat or anything like that. So I just tied it to two trees and staked it in the ground and configured it to have a spot where if it does rain or the moisture comes out of the ground, I'm not going to get wet. Um, I do have my sleeping bag in my Jeep, which isn't too terribly far from here. I'm guessing 150 feet, 250 feet, or 200 feet, something like that. So if I do get too cold, I can always go grab my sleeping bag. Um, but I don't think I'll need it. It's only supposed to get down to like 60 tonight. So I think it'll stay fairly warm. But yeah, it's I wish there was thunder in the background. I really do. So yeah, but man, that was a filling MRE. Holy cow! And I like the chocolate milk protein shake that came with it. It kind of reminded me of what is my car? It's an SUV. Um, it really damn it, I forgot what I was talking about. Um, yeah, oh well. I'm sure it was something. Oh, the MRE, but yeah, that MRE was really good. Um, yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, 100 times excited about the future. Can't wait to see where this channel goes from here. I'm gaining a lot of subscribers. I'd say on average, I'm doing. No, it's an SUV, a Jeep. Um, I would say I'm gaining around 25 to 30 subscribers a day in the last 4 days. Um, I'm gonna check real quick. Last time I checked, yeah, I'm at 131 subs now. So I checked probably, I don't know, 45 minutes ago, and I was at 128. Then I was at 127. Now I'm at 131, which I don't know if it's people unsubscribing or if it is if it is people that uh, have fake accounts and they're just on here trolling, and YouTube catches up to them and deletes them. That happens quite a bit. Um, like if you, my buddy Stone sent me this thing, and if you, anybody that has a YouTube, if you get those comments on your videos, hey, want to be friends? Yeah, that's a scam. Um, I would ignore those ones. Um, so yeah, it happens quite a bit, and always be careful how much information you give, um, especially when the question just feels really weird. I get those quite a bit, especially on the live chats and stuff like that. So whatever, everybody just be careful. So yeah, but I don't know what else would you guys like to know? Sorry, I'm messing with the different filters. Oh, that's weird. Oh wow. Ooh, this reminds me of when I was younger. Ooh. I don't get that one. That's kind of cool looking. Looks weird. Oops, sorry. All right, done playing with that. SUVs are very practical. Um, they're four-wheel drive. They're smaller. They got a little bit shorter wheelbase, so you're less likely to get hung up if you drive over a steep pitch. Um, yeah, the chocolate protein. That's what I was rambling about. But yeah, SUVs are the way to go. I grew up in the north. In northern Michigan, I spent a lot of time what we call two tracking. For anybody that doesn't know what that is, it's essentially four wheeling or four wheel driving or whatever you want to call it. We call them two tracks because it's not a road. It's literally you can only see two tracks from vehicles driving through. They're really really rough terrain. Pickup trucks would get stuck all the time. Jeeps and SUVs like that would trudge through it without an issue. So yeah, SUVs are great. Plus, you can fit people in them. Um, yeah, that chocolate protein was good, man. It reminded me like it smelled like and had a slight taste, almost like those Slim Fast protein drinks. Um, but it was really sweet. So yeah, that was epic. I didn't get it completely stirred up, and I shook the hell out of that thing. Yeah, so I didn't get it completely mixed together or whatever you want to call it. But I never did with those Slim Fast ones either, which clearly work. Um, so yeah, but yeah, that was really good. The coffee was good as always. It was Type Two spray dried instant. I can't remember if that's the one that people always brag about being the best, or if it was Type Three that was supposed to be the best one, or maybe even Type One. But it's decent coffee from the one of those MREs I had earlier when I started doing MREs. Um, had a coffee in there and it was absolutely terrible. So far, Type Two spray is my favorite. Um, I don't know what the best coffee is. Maybe that is the best coffee. I also have this trailer that I hook up to my Jeep that's sits a little bit higher so I can take it down really nasty roads and not have to worry about it. Uh, Dub C will see it when we do our collaboration video next June. It's I'll have my kayaks in there or my canoe if I have an ultralight by then, which I'm really hoping to. They're just so damn expensive. It's for one that I want. It's like 3,000 and some change. And arms asleep. Yeah, there we go. Um, Sorry, I have to kind of lay down on my side a little bit. Anyhow, yeah, it's like 3,500, I think, is what it was. So that's gonna have to wait a little bit. Um, maybe I'll get a sponsorship here pretty soon. That's something I've started dabbling in, is trying to find sponsors to sponsor my show. Um, I've reached out to a few newer camping tech, if you want to call it that, upstart companies. I haven't heard anything back yet, but and when I do that stuff, I would love to do review videos here and there. Um, review an honest review, because I'll tell you if something's a piece of shit or not. I'm about as straightforward as they come. But yeah, so it'll be interesting if somebody reaches out. Um, I would definitely like to test new gear. Money's always great too. We do enjoy that. So, but all right, well, I've been rambling for about an hour here, so uh, enjoyed speaking with y'all. Um, but yeah, we'll catch you soon. Contemplating taking a nap. After that, I don't know. Once it gets closer to dark, I'll probably eat supper, and then once it's dark, I'm gonna get a fire going and have another BS session with everybody, or chat, whatever you want to call it. So, thanks for all you guys' input and everything else. Hope you guys have fun. Talk to you soon.